I used to believe kindness was a luxury for people who had enough, until the day I gave away my last loaf of bread. Back then, my bakery was dying, rent overdue, customers gone. Every loaf I sold felt like a drop in an ocean of debt. Then one night, just before closing, a boy came in, barefoot, shivering. He didn't ask for money. He just stared at the bread. I could see him fighting the hunger, like he was ashamed of it. So I wrapped a loaf in paper and handed it to him. He tried to speak, but his voice cracked. I just smiled and said, "Pay me back when life lets you." He nodded, then vanished into the rain. Weeks later, I found a small note slipped under my door. It said, "Thank you for the bread. Someday I'll return the favor." No name, no address, just that line. I kept it in my drawer, maybe because I wanted to believe kindness still mattered. Years passed. The bakery didn't survive. I took odd jobs one after another until I ended up as a cook in a big hotel kitchen. Nobody knew my past, just another man in a white coat. Then one morning, the manager announced a new head chef was joining us. Some culinary prodigy everyone was talking about. When he walked in, something about him felt familiar. Sharp eyes, calm voice, but I couldn't place it. He walked through the kitchen, stopped right in front of me, and said quietly, "You used to give free bread to strangers, didn't you?" I froze. He smiled. That same broken smile I saw through the bakery window years ago. He pulled something from his pocket, a wrinkled piece of paper. My note, the same one I'd written before closing the shop for good, promising myself I'd never stop giving, no matter how much I lost. He said, "You didn't just feed me that night. You taught me what real hunger is, the hunger to give back." Then he handed me an envelope. Inside was the deed to a new bakery, under my name. He'd already bought the space, renovated it. All it needed was me. I wanted to speak, but my throat closed up. He just said, "Now it's your turn to feed others, like you fed me." That night I stood in front of the empty bakery, lights flickering on for the first time in years, and I realized the bread I gave away wasn't a loss. It was an investment in a future I couldn't yet see. Because sometimes, what leaves your hands doesn't leave your life. It just finds its way back when you need it most. You might miss out on our next interesting stories if you are not following us.